end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now the gun they'll give to Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
An extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Goff. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Montgomery, another target and catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hello.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running left, it's Henry. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Go. Hey.
Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
A gain of 15 yards.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
13. Get up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Number 6 brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. You change it. 180.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, middle.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Report. No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzie, man.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And the Lions 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. It's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
We go. Wait, 20.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Give give them 18 on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
180!
A give right side for Gibbs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they got to start considering what their play calling is, because they got to push it downfield.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Gone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Super 1. 17.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Jackson going to keep it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete on the deep ball. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
180! 180! 180! Go ahead.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Sit up.
Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
What is it? Sit up. 180. What is it? Middle. Sit up.
Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Cut.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, middle.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Goff. These guys running back out of the backfield. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
A gain of 14.
They'll look to throw.
Detroit.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's back to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field?
A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw. Open man, that's too slow. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. It is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
180. What a shot.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially